What's up, Fish Rice people? Fish Rice people, today I'm featuring my dragon eels. For those who would have followed this channel and saw when I got this eel, two of them, these guys were very slim and they would have been about, I would say about 3 inches at the time. And in quick time, they are about 1 foot. They would have grown up pretty quickly. So today I'll be giving an update on them and feeding them as well. What's up, Fish Rice people? Check this out. Look at the size of that mouth, man. Damn. That's the dragon eel. What the hell is he doing? Very interesting fish, man. Guys, I haven't showed you all this fish tank in some time, eh? See, these are the Silpy tetras. They have been doing very well. Looking very active. At one time I was missing one. There's 5 of them. That's 3 there. And there's the other 2. And this one here, clearly he likes the power head. So I guess that's why I wasn't seeing him in a little bit. I added some snails to this tank. Guys, I put in like 6 snails in here in about within the last, I would say last 2-3 weeks. And I mean, look at the amount of snails. Let me tell you, those snails breed real aggressively, but those snails are actually used to feed my Amazon pufferfish. So you know, I have a nice supply. I have snails in about 4 different setups, tank setups. So you can see the albino bristlenose. These are female. This is a female. This here is a male. Yeah, young male. I've been able to figure them out now because, as you guys would have seen in an earlier video, there are babies. Hard to find them now. Don't always see them. But at one point I didn't actually, you know, I wasn't able to identify the male. So now I've been able to. I have about 2 males, 3 females. And I have a lot of babies, but this is another male here. You can see he's always in a sort of aggressive spawn behavior. Always throwing up those fins, that sail fin at the back. These dragon eels has grown really fast, eh? It is one thing for sure. The only thing I'll say though is that I'm really not too certain about the food as much as they're growing. I feed them one of the veggie discs, which is really for the plecos. I break it up into smaller pieces. I know they say these guys have some small, well, big mouths but small throat. And there's a sinking pellet that I actually used to feed them in the earlies when I just got them. But now that we're in quarantine, you know, I've been hesitating to go by the pet shop to get that restocked. but I think I'm gonna have to do it because that is it's a sinking pellet, but it comes in beef and shrimp and bloodworms. But if it's one thing, it's soft and it melts. It kind of dissolves very quickly. So that means they'll be getting and it's high protein, so they'll be getting a lot of supply of the high protein very quickly, for the diet. So the veggie pellet I use, the sheep pellet, it's a bit tough. It takes a while to get soft, and it's more for the plecos, these bristlenose pleco that they munch on that. But I mean, these guys eat it, and then I have also some crab sticks, which they also eat. Now, because the bed of this tank is kind of stony finish, and the way how these guys' mouths are, I'm always kind of concerned as to whether they'll be, picking up a lot of stone to try to get that particular crab pellet. They will do it. They will do it. It's just that, to me, that sinking pellet was the perfect pellet for thing. You see, look, he has a stone in his mouth actually. You see, so I wonder what he does. Is it that it's normal that they take up those stones though? Also, he actually, I'm sure you saw that white stone. I'm wondering if I need to change this setup with this tank. To be honest, I wouldn't want to do that. This tank is also running probably at least 13 years. So I really wouldn't want to interfere with this tank. I suspect if I try to take down this tank, it might be the end of the tank. So sometimes you just gotta leave well enough alone. I mean, I did see the base kind of separating. It's acrylic. So the acrylic clearly was well glued. The tank was well constructed. And this setup has been here, the actual stone setup. I am sure this is 10-year substrate. So this is a really, really mature tank. So I think I'll leave this tank as is until time has come. Guys, look at this. What is this bubble kind of nest here these snails have created? These snails don't necessarily need that kind of bubble nest, but I noticed they form this bubble nest. I'm wondering if that's why they're breeding so plentiful. Wow, what is going on with him? He's on search and destroy, man. Look at the length of this. I don't know if I can capture the length of this guy. This guy is about 12 inches. There's about 2 of them I have in here. I would say he's about 12 inches. Look at that. What is all this antics? A lot of antics. So clearly he's out and about looking for food. I'm gonna feed them. Let me go try to feed them now. Guys, I don't know, is it the food they're coming for, or they're coming to fight? Every now and again they engage in some serious skirmishes, See the 2 of them, their heads there. So guys, this here, let me show you quickly. This here is the crab cuisine. Hope you can see it. That I feed them. Let me see if I can hold this and throw some in there while recording. Those guys look like they're on some showdown there. My hand may be shaking a bit. Let me see what's going on here. So you see some small pellets, you see them sinking there? Yeah? So I'm seeing with those small pellets, so look the guy, he's eating. So they're able to, to separate it among the stone bed. But you see this guy here more or less is the alpha male. Because if you notice, while he's munching away, this one is retreating. And I guess until he eats and is satisfied, then this one might come out and get his eat unless he has some in his mouth there. You know, and of course the fishes and them eat on it too, and the plecos as well. Alright, let me throw in some normal protein pellets here. Ooh, I threw a lot there. Again, these pellets, you can see them sinking. They fine. These are about 3 mils. See them sinking, so they eat that also. So between the fishes and these dragonines, they will find it and eat it. As it's fine, they will eat it. This guy here he's very anxious. He's moving about a lot. See, look at this fella here. See, so I don't know if when they're eating this crab pellet, if they're pulling some of the stone, and then there's a way they could separate the stone from the actual pellets. But they do it. Now I'm going to show you all the... Now I don't have none of the sinking pellet I mentioned earlier that I prefer to feed them with that, you know, it's nice and soft. But this here is the kind of veggie pellet, like the disc. You know, and I'll break this up. It's a hard pellet. The plecos and the munch on this, but I break it up into smaller pieces. But because I threw so much of the protein pellet and the crab pellet, I'm not going to throw too much of this. I'll probably just break up one disc. Let me see if I could catch it there, right? So it's sinking. So you know, it goes down in some of the creases, and then it stays there a while and it gets soft. And then eventually I will see them munching it. But it takes a while to get soft. See what is going on with him. He's engaged in a lot of antics, man. He loves the antics. So guys, these dragonines are doing great. Oops. I'm making a mess here. Guys, so until next time, next time I give you an update on this tank, I'm hoping these dragonines and they would be probably double in size, eh? So that's it, guys. Until next time, Donald Fish Vibes over and out. And until the next one, ciao.